Hi, everybody. Welcome to Magic Universe. This is Message from Universe 7. It's a message Universe has for us right now, and also a timeless message that is also a part of the Pika message playlist. You can check out the description below for information and links to how all of that works. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And thank you for getting private readings and healings from me. Anyone who would like a personal session that is specific to you, you can go to my website at magicuniverse.co. That's .co. Thank you. And so here is message from Universe 7. So this message seems to be talking a lot about focus. I'm seeing that in the first card, the Rand focus, and also the observer card, the last card on the first row. And especially if you're in a place where you need to make a decision or you're unsure about something, unsure of whether the direction that you're going in is the right way or something like that, then this is talking about that. Okay, so let's go through each of the cards. So I was saying in the first card and the last card of the first row talking about focus. Universe is telling you, like, if you're in that place where you're kind of like forking the road, right? It's like, am I going in the right direction? I'm kind of walking this way, but I'm not sure. And there's kind of like a confusion and other thoughts coming to mind. There's like a split energy in your space, right? Where you're not completely certain of the path that you're on. Then if you look at the second, third, and fourth cards, like the cards in the middle on the first row, where Four of Swords talks about meditation, talks about calming your mind, talks about quieting those thoughts so that your energy is not split, so that you can come back into alignment with your true self, right? And in doing so, then your energy will start moving again. Because like when you have a lot of split energy, say you're thinking one thing but you're thinking pros and cons, or you're thinking should I do this, should I do that, it's like the energy doesn't really move anywhere, right? It just kind of like stays in one place. And that's why like people talk about being foggy headed, or like you're just like, it's unclear thinking, right? Because the energy is not really moving. But what you do is, like, when you get into the Four of Swords mode, where you're relaxed, where you quiet those thoughts so that you're not really thinking about anything, energy will naturally start moving on its own, because now you're not thinking thoughts against what you're wanting, right? It's only when you're thinking you want to do something, but and then that but kind of like stops that energy, right? So if you stop thinking the but, then the energy will naturally move, right? And so that's what the Eight of Wands is talking about, is like fast moving energy taking you in one direction, taking you in a direction that your spirit is calling you to, right? And the Justice card talks about things that you put forth coming back to you, or balancing the scales, right? And the sword that she's holding in the Justice card talks about truth, talks about clarity, right? And so reading the center spread right here with the Four of Swords, Eight of Wands, and Justice, I feel like it's talking about focusing your mind in the direction that you want to go, meaning like you can use your imagination to focus and visualize in a direction that you want to go, and relaxing all of those buts, relaxing and letting go of all of the resistant energy that goes against the thing that you're wanting to create, right? And so it's really using your thoughts to focus on your dream. Like if you look in the Observer card, that's what's happening, right? Like the little fox is sitting on the egg, which is your creation that hasn't hatched yet, okay? And you're focusing on your moon, which is your dream, your intuition, the thing that's calling to you, and using this focus, using this thought, using this observation of looking at the thing that you're wanting to create, and allowing it to gestate, allowing it to grow. And when it's time to give birth, when it's time to hatch, then it will manifest and become the thing. But this is like in order to even get to that point of the thing hatching, you have to get your energies in alignment. You have to get your thoughts to go in one direction, so you're not thinking against it. You're not thinking in all these split other ways, right? And then in the second row, you have the King of Wands. And this is when things start to happen. This is when you get clarity. Okay, this is the direction that I want to go in. Because Wands talks about passion, talks about inspiration, right? And this is like, if you look at her wand, there's like magic coming out of there, you know, and this is when things start happening. And being the king of it, meaning you're the master of it now. Now you know for certain that this is the direction that you want to go in. And then that's when things start happening, because you're no longer splitting your energy. Now your energy is all focused on creating this thing that you're wanting to create. And then in the second card, it says, whenever I am feeling good, I am attracting good. And this lets you know, how can you tell the difference? Like, are you going in the right direction or not in the right direction, right? So the back of this card says, when you think a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, you are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. You may trust the way that you feel as the indicator as to which side of the subject, which is really two subjects, you are on, whether it is the subject of money or lack of it, or health or lack of it, or a relationship or the lack of one. Always, when you feel good, you are in the place of attracting that which you are wanting. So this is letting you know, like, say you're pondering, you know, your creation, whatever it is that you want to create, whether it's the health, wealth, or the relationship, or, you know, anything else, right, that you're focusing on, that you're thinking about. How you can tell whether you're focusing in the right direction is, does it feel good? You know, because when you pick up any subject matter, say relationship, you could be saying, oh, I really, really would like a partner. I really want a relationship. And then you think like, well, then I must be creating a relationship while I'm thinking this. But at the same time, if your energy or if your dominant emotion about a relationship is that, oh my God, it's not here yet, it's been so long, that's thinking against it. It's one subject, but you're thinking on the opposite end of it, you know? And so you're creating that emptiness of it, right? And so this card is talking about how you know whether you're flowing in the right direction is whether you're actually like in the Four of Swords, where you're letting go of the buts, where you're letting go of the resistant thoughts, is that, does it feel good? You know, if it's feeling good, then you're going to be like the Eight of Wands, where you move forward with it, where the flow takes you, you know. And if you're seeing that the flow is not taking you there, that means you're thinking against the thing that you want. Okay. So pretty much kind of like in any moment, if you're not feeling good and you pick up a subject, any subject, and you just don't feel good about it, don't trust that decision, because that's not really giving you clarity about what you want. So the best thing to do is to be in the Four of Swords mode, where you can meditate, where you can relax, where you can just let go and relax. And then when you're in a better feeling mood and you're feeling good just in general, and you can pick up a subject, like, you'll be inspired to the subject. Like when you're feeling good and in alignment with your spirit will bring to mind the subject that you are attracted to, and it will equally feel good. Like, it won't take you off course, and then you'll know that you're on the right track, and then you'll feel that King of Wands energy, where it's like, oh, okay, you know, I'm the master of this. I know where I'm flowing my energy. Does that make sense? Okay. Because I feel like this is talking about, like, a lot of this talks about like direction, you know. Sometimes in life, when, say, you've chosen a path and you're just not sure if it's the right thing to do, whether it's like you've chosen a partner, you're not sure if you should continue with it, or you've chosen a career and you're not sure if you should continue with it, you know, something like that, right? And it's like, how can you tell whether you should continue on, or whether, like, maybe this bad feeling is, maybe I shouldn't be here, maybe I should be doing something else, right? And so this is talking about, if you're having a bad feeling and you're focusing on a subject, that's not really telling you the truth of what your spirit is calling you to. You kind of have to, like, back off of the subject, get yourself into a good place, right? And then feel more generally about what it is that you do want in your life. And when you get to feeling good, and then you happen upon the subject again, and it'll tell you, it'll give you information like, oh, okay, you know, I have to make my decisions from a clear place. I have to make my decisions from a good feeling place in order to get true information about whether this is the right direction or not. And your spirit will let you know, okay? All right, Artemis, independence. So this card, I feel like it talks about once you're in that mode of all your energies kind of flowing, you're in that King of Wands where it's like, okay, I'm the master of my magic. I'm passionate about where I'm going. Then this independence card kind of tells you to do things your own way. Do things like, you see how like her dress and her cloak is like it's all sparkly, it has the magic in it, and it's like you're following the magic where it's taking you, and you're not really again, it goes back to focus, right? Are you focusing on the path that you want to go and not really paying attention to other people's opinions, other people's words, other things that are calling you in different directions? This is talking about focus and follow the path on where you want to go. And this is your own independent thinking. This is not anybody else's opinions about where you should be. Okay. I mean, you can kind of see the fire in her, right? Or she's like, oh, I'm really excited about this. I want to do this. And then she takes her bow and arrow and she shoots, in the direction that she wants to go. And so the last card, Fork in the Road, I just feel like this card just kind of sets the stage for what the message is about. Like if you're in this place where you're not sure if you're going in the right direction, then the answer is for you to focus in the direction that you do want to go. And how do you know whether that is the direction that you want to go? You kind of have to let go of all of the thoughts that you're thinking against the thing that you want to do, and then the energy will take you in the right direction. All right. Another message that I'm getting from this Fork in the Road card, they're saying, don't let the monkeys mess with you. And how I'm interpreting that is that the other energies that are causing the split in your focus, they're distractions maybe, right? They could be other people, like I said, other people's opinions. They could be just things that are in your environment or maybe in your thoughts that are just like, people talk about like the monkey mind, right? Where there's a lot of chatter and stuff like that, where it's hard for you to focus, or hard for you to really think clearly about who you are and where you want to go, and what your real feelings about something is. That kind of I want to say like a devilish energy. I mean, not the actual devil, but like a naughty kind of energy that kind of floats around that says, oh, but what if this? And it gives you like a bad case scenario or the worst case scenario and scares the hell out of you. Like, don't let those monkeys mess with you. That's what the message I'm getting is. That's so funny. Yeah. All right, so that's your message from Universe 7. If you enjoyed this reading, click on thumbs up, like this video, and share it with your friends and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye.